Happy birthday, Pop-Up. I hope you had a great day on your birthday, and I hope you're having a good day today. Favorite memories, there's too many to name, but one of the big ones is having you and Grammy come to all of my lacrosse games, and getting together with you afterwards at the tailgate and just hanging out and talking about things. And you guys taking home a dinner plate after the tailgate for later that night. Other things, so I always have honey in my tea because of you, so I always think of you when I have my tea. And whenever my posture's bad and I try to sit up straight, I always think of, times when I was sitting at the kitchen table next to you, and if I was slouching even a little bit, you would rub your knuckles against my spine until I sat up straight. So that's another one I always think of you. And then just with hearing the story of how you and Grammy met and how you got her to marry you. I've heard it a million times, but every single time it gets better. And very last thing, thank you to you and Grammy for being the head of the best family in the world. I don't know any other family that is as close as ours or has as much fun. So thanks for that. Happy birthday. I love you. See you later.
Hi, Pop-Up.
Hey, Pop-Up.
Hi, Papa. Hi, Papa.
I love you.
Love you, Pop-Up. We couldn't narrow it down to one memory that we love about you, but we love them all, and we can't wait to make more with you.
Bye, Pop-Up.
Bye.
Say, love you, Pop-Up. Say it again. Say it louder. Say it louder. Frankie, say it louder. I love you, Pop-Up. We love you, Pop-Up.
Good work here. No, it wasn't a violent crime or a cruel crime. I'll tell you what, though, just to be totally off.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Papa Munch. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Happy birthday, Pop-Up.
Thanks.
Hey Dad, happy birthday. Kooky Head here. Just wanted to say I love you, and can't believe that all your stories and going down the rabbit trail, and I nickname you Thumper, and we come out of IHOP and there's a car with Thumper on it. I've enjoyed so many years going to Pepper Tree with you and teaching you how to gracefully speed to get down there. I still can't believe a man that went to Lower Merion with that great education still falls for getting a map at the North Carolina Welcome Center and doesn't realize that I'm going to move the car every time you go in for a map. Love you, Dad. Bye.
Hi, Daditz. Kimber Bird here. Daditz was my nickname for you. When I went to make this video, I thought of a lot of memories. When I was a little girl, I remember sitting at the breakfast table on a Saturday morning eating my Frosted Flakes, and you would come down and you would say, "Frosted Flakes, they're great." And then you would rub our backs to make sure we were all sitting up straight at the table. I have a memory of waiting in the car to go to church on many a Sunday, and Mom would be patiently waiting for you and beeping the horn, and you would come running out and you would have tissues stuck to your face where you had cut yourself because you rushed with shaving. But on a serious note, thank you for taking us to church all those many Sundays. I have a memory of you coming to all of my games. I would see the UPS uniform out of the corner of my eye and be so happy, oh, my dad's here at my game in high school. And then you followed me to Shippensburg, went to those games, even a little further when I made nationals and went to Ohio, New York. You always showed up for my games. Another great memory is all our many, many camping trips and vacations that you took us on. Here's a picture of our setup at Lake Arrowhead, I believe, in Myrtle Beach. Love that campground, and I used to sleep in the top of the Big Red there. And I was your co-pilot a lot of times in Big Red, and that's where I learned how to read a map. And we would have a lot of fun driving places. Here you are, just 50, same campground. Many beaches, many beach trips. I'm going to scoot up to this picture. There's you and Mom at a beach. Might be Myrtle Beach. We've been to many beaches. We are beach bums. This is a picture of our umbrella from the beach. And this umbrella was pretty ugly, but it was great because if you were a kid and you drifted down the current in the ocean and you got out and it was a crowded beach and you had that moment of panic of where's my family, I could always find you because nobody else had an umbrella this ugly. Another memory, you saving me from, I hit the brakes on this car on my way home from a shift at Devereaux, and they just went right to the floor, and I ended up through a red light on the side of the road, and you came and got me and drove the car home with no brake with me following you. Then that leads me to this picture. I was usually the one holding the light here, but I happen to have the picture of Scooter Pooter holding the light there for you. But I was always amazed that you would work full time, come home, fix cars, and you still whistled while I held the light for you. Never complained. And then that leads me to always helping out your kids. This was moving day. There you are with the frames truck helping us move from Grandpa's house, your old house, to that we were renting, to our first house in Manorwood. Back to the fixing things like the cars and everything. I said to Jerry, I never remember having like a guy, like a maintenance person come in and fix stuff, a plumber, whatever. My dad just fixed it. You would, like I said, work full time, come home, do anything that needed to be done. And I'm sure with 8 kids, we broke a lot of stuff. So this leads me to my final story. And it involves this dynamic duo right here. You went from maintenance all those years on your own house to now your kids have houses and they need help. Jerry and I especially needed a lot of help. We weren't big on maintenance. And Jerry thinks most things can be fixed with duct tape. So you came out and helped us multiple times when we became homeowners. And one time that I clearly remember was that you two were in the basement. We had a pipe that needed replacing leading down to our washing machine. And you were near the end of the job when I came down, and you were measuring and wanted to stabilize the pipes coming out of the wall with like a block of wood somehow. And Jerry was really thinking that was not necessary. He said, Dad, we don't need that. It's fine. It's fine. And you said, Jerry, if some maniac comes in here and starts like pulling on these pipes, you're going to have trouble. And Jerry said, Dad, if some maniac comes in, we're going to have bigger issues than worrying about them pulling on the pipes. So that was a funny story. This picture has no story. I just thought that phone was funny and your M belt buckle. On a more serious note, a girl needs to be able to count on her dad, and I always could. And you always showed up at my games to help me move, to help me fix my house, whatever, at the birth of my children. So thank you, Dad, for always showing up and still showing up, and I can always count on you. Love you, Dad.